welcome to Heman's Nutrition Theory. So, in today's video, we will be going to cover everything you need to know about nutrition to get the physique that you've always wanted. So, this is going to be a very deep dive into this topic, so I request you to watch this video with 100% focus. I do not want you guys to just simply watch this on a mini player or something like the comment section, scrolling through them, and the side videos are popping up. I don't want that thing. I have put in the effort in this video, and the knowledge that you will be gaining would be very highly beneficial for your journey of fitness. So, I would request you that please watch this thing with your 100% focus. So, in the introduction section, let me just simply walk you through what we will be learning today. First of all, we would learn what is a calorie, how many calories do you need, what is protein in depth. Like, it won't be in a very highly depth, it would be in just that much amount of depth that you should be knowing. And बस इतनी सी डेप्थ होएगी कि तुम्हें पता लग जाएगा कि हाँ भाई मैंने इस चीज़ को अगर खाना है, प्रोटीन को कैसे करके खाना है, हाँ मतलब तुम्हारा बॉडी बिल्डिंग में this is more than enough for you guys. After that, we would be learning about fats and lastly carbohydrates. So, to begin with, first of all, I just want to give you guys a small warning, which is from the Bible, Matthew 7:26, and it says, "It's a foolish man who builds his house on sand." And nutrition is exactly the same. If you have the right knowledge and understanding of nutrition, you can use that and build what you want for yourself. Whereas if you just simply watch someone else YouTube video about a bulking diet, for example, a lot of people, you guys ask me that, hey man, give me a bulking diet, give me a cutting diet, I want to do this thing, give me this, give me that. I'm just giving you that thing, and you are blindly trusting me without knowing what is the purpose, what is the sole reason behind that thing. So, what I will be going to do today is uncover all the truths about this nutrition. So, let's just finish this line. All you are going to do is build your house on the sand. So, if you're just simply asking somebody else, like, bro, give me a bulking diet plan, give me this, give me that. So, that person is not living the life that you are living. He'll just simply assume that, okay, this guy is this much body weight, he can do this, he have this much amount of money, and he is not going to college and also he'll just basically assume a lot of things, and you won't be even able to be explain those things in depth even if you are paying to that person. So it is very extremely important that you realize the actual benefit of this thing. And yeah, nutrition is something that you should probably be, not probably, but you must know what is the thing that is going inside you. So in today's video, I will not only be providing you I will not be providing you my apologies, sorry. So in today's video, I will not be providing you with any nutrition strategy because mostly all of them work in their own way. So if someone says that push pull leg is good or bad, so I'm not saying that it is bad or good. It is good for some people and it is not good for others because the goals of people vary from person to person. And if you have different goals, then probably push pull leg can work for you. If you have different goals, probably it won't work for you. So that's it. So most of the nutrition strategies, now I know that push pull leg is a workout strategy and not a diet strategy, but it was just a random example. So I hope you bear with me when I slip off some words like this. So the thing is, mostly all the nutrition strategies work in their own way. So what I want you to do is understand the fundamentals of nutrition, which I will be explaining in this video, obviously, and these things will help you in your journey. And what you have to do after watching this video is create your own diet and diet plan. Yeah, that's it. And you have to help yourself afterwards. I won't be helping you guys, sorry for that, but this is the rule of life. Now, the fundamentals of nutrition will always be calories and macronutrients. So let's understand what both of these words mean and take a very deep look into this topic. So I hope that you guys are aware of what calorie is. Like in the gym space, there are like two words very famous, that is calorie and protein. No fats are included, no carbs are included, no other macronutrients and all these type of things are included. What people mostly care about, calorie and protein intake. That is a good thing. I'm not saying that that is bad. That is probably 60 100% truth, but there are a lot of different things that also matter. But yeah, if you just try to simplify this thing, then I would say that yeah, protein and what do we say, calorie is more than enough to understand. You don't need to just go too much deep into this topic, but still, if you have the knowledge, it's not something that would be harming you. So, what is a calorie? In simple terms, let's imagine you are a car. So, if you are a car, what do you think is something required inside you to move? Genuine question. Now, I know there are different type of things like wheels, engine, exhaust, etc. But for the sake of an easier understanding, like I'm trying to explain you this concept, and to make my understanding to so to make my understanding easy, just assume that you are a brand new car. I just purchased you, and what would you require in order to move? What is the thing required? Obviously, fuel, right? So, if you're a car and you don't have fuel, then how would you be able to run? Probably if you're a gas car and something like that, CNG and all, but do not complicate this thing. So, the thing is that you're a car and you need fuel. Similarly, as much important as fuel is to a car, so does calories to a human body. If you're a human body, then calorie is your fuel, just like the fuel is for a fuel like a car. I hope it makes sense. If it doesn't, yeah, I know that sometimes I just over explain things. So, yeah, so you get my point that if you're a human being, you need calories. Your body need calories to do everything you do, running, thinking, sleeping, etc. And a lot of different tasks. It is the energy of your body. You obviously must be sure about energy and all, but where do you think energy comes from? It actually comes from, this calorie thing. So just like cars basically get their fuel from petrol pump, where do you think you get your energy from? Yeah. So I just simply right now said that your calories is your energy, but where do you get your energy from? If you said food, then you are right, because what you eat is what you are, right? If garbage in, then garbage out. So I request you guys to do not eat garbage, or at least reduce the amount of garbage that you are eating. Again, let's move back to the topic. Now, forget what cars are because it is getting difficult for me to relate everything entirely with cars and calories. Cars are different things. You're not a supercar, you're a superhuman. I hope so, because you're watching my videos. And food, that is what we eat, contains three different type of things that are responsible for the release of energy in our body. So what I just told you is calorie is the energy of our body, and energy, from where do we get these calories? We get these calories from food. So food basically contains three different type of things, which are carbs, protein and fats, and these things have calories. And what calorie has energy inside it. So let's just simply understand each one of them. So each one of them gives you a different amount of energy. For example, 1 gram of carb has 4 calories, which mean 4 units of energy. 1 gram of protein has 4 calories, which is 4 units of energy. And lastly, 1 gram of fat, which is the most dominant one here, it has 9 calories, which means 9 unit of energy. Now, you might start judging that fats are bad because that is what I know about them, or fats give me the most amount of energy. I want to bulk now. Calm down, brother. You have just started right now, so I just want you guys to just simply focus on what is right in front of you. All of the other things, all of your doubts will be covered later in the video. So, for the sake of simplicity and God, just simply watch this video and try to understand what I'm telling you to do. Okay? So all of these things will be discussed further in the video, right? Just like I said. Oh, I made a spelling mistake. Forgive me. Bulk up now. Yeah. What is wrong here? Idiot. So the thing is, all of these things will be discussed in the video further right now. So just you need to focus on what is at the screen. Okay. So this is the thing in front of your screen. I hope it is on 100% focus, not on like 50% focus. And now it comes the action item. Now that you know how many calories are in carbs, proteins, and fats, I want you to do a task. Assume that I gave you 100 grams of oats. Now you would be thinking, I don't eat oats. Yeah, I won't be taking. But it is what you just simply learned, right? So the thing is, this thing has 16.5 grams of protein, 66 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of fat. If you can calculate the amount of calories, how many of calories will this thing has? You know, the formula, I hope you guys have some sort of mathematical knowledge. Like I just told you, 1 gram of carb has this much of calories, 1 gram of protein has this much calories, and 1 gram of fat has this much calories. Now, in 100 grams of oat, this thing has 16 grams of protein, 66 gram of carbs, and 7 gram of fat. So what you right now have to do is to calculate the amount of calories. Just simply use the formula. Multiply all these things with these variables. I hope you can do this thing. And please, if someone can do this thing, do it in the comment section because it will tell other people how to do this thing. So note, the same formula can be applied to any food item to calculate the number of calories. So if you just simply know the number of protein, carbs and fats, you can just simply track down how many calories that item has. So how many calories do you need? I wish it was as easy as saying a single number, that is 6900. Not 6900, it is 2690 calories, but unfortunately this is not the truth. God decided that humans must come in different genders, ages, size, height, weight, blah blah blah. So now, as a fitness coach, I just cannot simply go to God and ask them to create a universal calorie number because I just want my coaching to be easier for me. This cannot be happened. I wish it could happen, but it's not the truth. But what I can do is share something with you that will make it easier to know how much calories you should consume. So how would this thing happen? Bear with me. I'll show you. It won't be a very easy way, but it would be something that would be beneficial for you. Now, the National Health Service (NHS) suggested that men should consume 2,500 calories and women should consume 2,000 calories every single day as a semi-active adult. Now, if you're not an adult, no worries. Just watch the video. One day you will be. So, however, you want an extraordinary body, so these numbers mean nothing to you. Okay, this is some sort of like, study and all, but it is just for an example. Like, yeah, men need more calories, women need less calories, and no, we are not misogynists, and not NHS is also not an misogynist. It is just something that is the requirement of our body. So, to add weight, you just need to more eat more calories than you burn, and to lose weight, you just need to eat fewer calories than you burn. Again, I wish it was just as easy to do, but it isn't. There are a lot of other external, or I would say internal factors that act as an obstacle in our way. And what are they? They are your body does not believe in equality. This is why I told you men eat 2500 calories and women eat 2000. Just kidding, guys. Okay, I'm not a misogynist. But the truth is, not all food items are treated equally by your body. Your food choices are important, but how much food your body absorbs is importanter. Again, this is just for the sake of, a good understanding. I know grammatically it is wrong, but who cares? So the thing which I want to explain you guys here is that food items are not treated equally. It's not what you eat, it's what your body absorbs, okay? Now you can think like one egg has 6 grams of protein, but if your body do not absorbs that whole 6 grams of protein, then how would you think that it is just simply getting inside of you? Your body needs to absorb that thing to make it a whole 6 gram. So this was the first point. The second point is, now you must be thinking, if I hit my daily calorie and macronutrients macros target, I must lose or gain weight. Wrong. As I mentioned, your body loves discrimination. It is the most racist thing probably that you can see in life, but anyways. But there is a thing that is important to understand if you want to maintain high energy in your body the whole day. Now, it cannot just simply be like if you eat your calorie intake and protein intake, you can just simply gain or lose weight. Your body loves discrimination, but there is something that you must understand. This is by keeping your blood sugar level stable. So, I was just talking about energy, how you would be feeling high energy just by simply keeping your blood sugar level stable. Now, what are blood sugar levels and all? In simple words, eating too much sugar can make your energy go crazy, but after a few minutes, you just crash and feel tired. So, you've probably, for example, I'm explaining this thing that sometimes your energy is at the top and sometimes you're like deep inside the bottom. And this is called a blood sugar spike and it is not fun. I hope you guys are familiar with this thing, and if not, very soon you will be. So the thing is, if you do not know what what is written here, if you do not want to know how to eat more real food, increase your energy levels, and have a leaner, more toned or muscular physique, and keep it for the long term, then you can stop watching this video. Like, if you just simply want if you just simply do not want to know like what how to eat more real food, bro, I'm not able to focus, my eyes are moving here and there, and I don't know why this thing is happening, so bear with me. I'm trying to explain you something, and I hope you're a good student and you would listen to me what I'm saying, okay? So the thing is that if you do not want to know how what the fuck? If you do not want to know how to eat more real food, increase your energy levels, and have a leaner, more toned or muscular physique, and keep it for the long term, if you do not want all of these things, you can just simply stop watching this video. But if you actually want to learn everything I just mentioned above, then keep watching. Okay? So there's no choice. You have to watch this video till the end so that you can get all the benefits that I have put together in this video. Now, I hope you remember I mentioned two fundamentals above, and one of them is discussed, but the other one is left, and it is called macronutrients. So, the calorie section is completed, but macronutrients, it is something that we need to complete. And yeah, let's just simply move on. Macro means large, and macronutrients therefore means the nutrients required by our body in large amounts. This thing is of three types, and they are proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Now, what do you mean by macronutrients? Macro means big, and nutrient mean nutrients. So the amount that you must be taking should be large, and therefore it is called macronutrients. And what are the things that we take in large amounts? Protein, fats, and carbohydrates. Do not forget these three things, they are very important, right? Oh, so we came here to the proteins. In scientific terms, that I believe you guys are not interested, but still I would mention because I want to sound like a genius. So, in scientific terms, protein is a combination of 20 amino acids. They make things in our body like hair, heart, hormones, and a lot of different things. All of these things are made up of amino acids. Okay, so it's not that for building a good physique. If you're like hearing something in the background, it is my room freshener. I'm sorry if it makes you scared, but yeah, it just simply turns on itself by a gap of 9 minutes. So let's back to the topic. Let's come back to the topic. So the thing is, to build a good physique, it's not necessary to just simply complete your protein intake, but it is very important to complete the essential amino acids that are required in order to build a good physique. Okay, but for the sake of simplicity, people just simply say hit your protein goal. Okay, so that is something I would say afterwards. Now, if you want to get more protein to be more muscular and have a good physique, you need to find the right combination of these amino acids which will interact with the healthy cells in your body to repair and build tissues for a lean muscle. Now, I just told you this thing without reading from here, okay? So it's the same. You can read it and you can make sense it afterwards by pausing the video, something like that. But again, in simpler terms, carbs and fats are important, but protein is importanter. And what is the role of protein? To grow, what the fuck? To grow, repair, and maintain a healthy tissue. And tissues, a lot of tissues make your body, and that thing will be looking more muscular. That's it. In simple terms, carbs and fat are important, but protein is importanter, which means that protein is more important than carbs and fats to grow, repair, and maintain a healthy tissue, which is your muscles. Sadly, we need to take a look again at the scientific scope, and therefore, there are 8 essential amino acids for adults: Vaseline, isoleucine, leucine, phenylalanine, threonine, tryptophan, methionine, and lysine, and 9 for the children. Just add histidine to this list. Okay, so I know that this thing might scare you. It is also annoying for me, but what we can do? It is our body, and we are studying about our body and nutrients. So, yeah, this thing must come for just for respecting this thing. I put it here. So, Now, there are three ways by which you can complete your protein requirement for your daily protein intake. First of all, be a vegan or vegetarian, eat plants. Secondly, eat animals and be a demon, be a bad person. And thirdly, you can just simply use supplements. So, in terms of plants, you have to mix them to get all the important amino acids. You know, like I just simply mentioned, it is not about the protein intake, it's about what type of amino acids you are intaking. Afterwards, animals. So, in terms of animals, animals already contain all the essential amino acids in proper proportions to one another. Okay, so I hope it makes sense. Like, you just need amino acids, and by eating enough protein, it is not important. When you eat the protein with the right amino acids, then it functions. And simply in terms of animals, all the right amount of amino acid is essentially like put together in the protein intake. So animals are simply better than plants. Next, supplements. Leucine, isoline, and valine, la la la. Branch chain amino acids act as an unfair advantage to build lean muscle as your body cannot produce them by itself. So, either you can eat plants, or if you cannot eat animals and you just want to stay a vegetarian, then you can go for the supplements. Now, the question that might arise in your brain is, why do we need protein? Now, you obviously have heard like complete your protein intake, but a lot of people do not know why we need to complete our protein intake. So, here's the answer. One, to grow muscles. Like if you want big biceps, then protein is important. To repair tissues after exercise, like when you're feeling tired, your tissues are hurting. Who repairs it? Protein, brother. You know. After that, stay healthy. And if you eat protein, it actually boosts your immunity system, so that is a good thing. After that, get energy when you are low on carbs, and lastly, keep your muscles strong when losing fat. So these all are the benefits. You can pause the video and relate all of these benefits to yourself and just simply see how it works. Now, the next question that should arrive in your brain is, how do I get my protein if I do not eat meat? So, I just mentioned, first of all, it is true that animal sources are complete protein sources and plant based are incomplete. This also means that completing your protein intake is much easier if you are a non vegetarian as compared to a vegetarian. But what is not true is that as a vegetarian you cannot build a good body. This is not true. But the thing is, you can get enough protein without meat by combining the right plant foods like beans, nuts, seeds, and grains throughout the day. The best vegetarian protein sources will be provided further in the video, or maybe not. So just bear with me. So these combinations provide all essential amino acids your body needs. So if you do not have to complete all the protein, what am I saying? You don't have to complete all the protein in just one meal. You just need to divide it because your body has a small limit. It cannot just simply digest all the things that you eat at once. Your body does not works like, yeah, just feed me once a day and after that keep working and I will be providing you energy when you need. No, it is not like that, my friend. I wish it was like that, but it is not like that. Now, if you have any other questions regarding this section, just simply comment down if it is not covered in the video. The next thing is eat the right meat and get more vitamin B12. Now you would be thinking, what is this vitamin B12? Why do I need this thing? Bear with me, I will be telling you, okay? So the right meat, by right meat, I mean the meat that is properly raised, like not the injection ones and all, but the thing that is properly raised. Not those factory stored chicken or whatsoever you eat to complete your protein intake, because obviously if that thing is not naturally raised, it is having some sort of issues, and you do not want those issues to come inside your body. And obviously that is like doing हेरा फेरी, या अब इसको मैं क्या बोलूँ इंग्लिश में, मतलब वो छेड़छाड़ हो रही है तुम्हारे राइट अमीनो एसिड्स के साथ में, एंड यू डू नॉट वांट दैट थिंग टू हैपन. सो ऑब्वियसली ब्रो, ट्राई टू ईट मोर नेचुरली रेस्ड मीट. प्रोबेबली तुम अपने बचर को बोल सकते हो कि भाई मेरे को बुचर, जो मतलब कि तुम्हें मीट देता है कसाई, उसको तुम बोल सकते हो that give me bro, give me just simply the right properly raised meat and not this type of meat. If he is honest, he will give you. If not, for you're just in God's hand, just pray. Nothing else you can do. The next thing is vitamin B12. In simpler terms, it is a vitamin that keeps your nerves and blood cells healthy. It also helps with energy so you are not tired all the times. Vegetarians, vegans, smokers, and heavy drinkers often do not get enough vitamin B12. People who eat animals, they are like demons and they get all the things, but they are demons. Okay, so it is your choice if you want to become a demon. Now, I am just simply saying this thing for the sake of a bit of humor. I hope that you guys understand my humor and it is valid. The next thing is vitamin B12 is only found in animal products. Oh my god, it is only found in animal products. I'm a vegan. What should I do? Ha ha ha. So, if you do not eat much meat, you should take the B12 supplement like a spray or something. Okay. So, now the last question, I believe, that is what are the best sources of protein? Most of them, or maybe all of them, are non vegetarian. So, yeah, these are the all best sources, and the best sources are obviously, bro, the non veg one. Like, every amino acid here is like all obviously, like, properly arranged, and also you do not have to mess around with the things. But yeah, this includes chicken, free range means naturally raised, turkey, free range eggs, beef or lamb. If you do not eat beef, do not get offended at me. I just simply copied a list from the internet. So do not beat me if you're an Indian and you saw beef here, like, oh, okay. The next thing is rice protein powder. After that, whey protein powder, and lastly, wild fish, salmon, cod, mackerel, mackerel, etc. So these are the names of fishes. Okay. So this is the list of best protein intake. If you include these type of things in your diet, you will have a good physique. Again, my room freshener. If you heard it, you're a G. G means great person. Okay. So let's talk about fats. We are halfway. See, we are halfway almost, or maybe not. We are more than halfway, and let's talk about fats. So, what are fats? Firstly, I want you to make a mindset shift right now. Fat is super important for your body and it is not your enemy. Anyone who told you that fat is a bad thing, this thing, that thing, they are all idiots and they do not know the knowledge about the physique. Okay, so I'm giving you the right knowledge. If you can take it and implement it in your life, you will obviously have a good body and yeah, you will become better than the average person. So, fat is not your enemy. I believe the majority of you think that eating fat would make you fat or sick, right? But hopefully, it is not true. Actually, if you don't eat enough good fat, you might feel tired, have brain fog, and even have harder time losing weight. Now you're saying that, bro, if I want to lose fat, how would eating fat help me? Bear with me. I will explain you where what is my purpose of doing here. To explain you things. So the question here is, why do we need fat? First of all, I just told you, like, have a mindset shift that fat is not your enemy, fat is your friend. Okay. The next question is, why do we need fat? Your brain needs it to work properly, especially a fat called omega 3. If your body do not has omega 3, then it won't be working properly. Okay. The next point is your body can actually burn body fat better with the right type of fats. So this is also true. If you want to burn body fat, then some good fats, which I'll be mentioning, they will help you. After that, fat gives you long lasting energy and helps in keeping your blood sugar level steady. So in the starting of the video, probably you guys remember that I mentioned something that was keeping your blood sugar level steady. So if they are not steady, you will be feeling energy spikes, ups and downs. But yeah, if they are steady, then everything is good for you. And some important vitamins like A, D, E, K need fat to be absorbed by our body. So fat also helps you to absorb some important vitamins. And if you're not eating fat, you are lacking these vitamins. And vitamin D is very important for testosterone. Yeah, that's it. I hope that now you think like, oh, fat is my friend and all. Yeah, he is your friend. Do not, you know, uh, be angry with this thing because fat is your friend, bro. Welcome it in your life as your friend if you want a good physique. Now, the next question is what fat really is? For a simpler understanding, they are like chains made up of carbon and hydrogen. Okay, so there are three types of fats. I hope that I can show you with the pencil, but maybe not. So, fats are of three different types saturated, with like every link in the chain is strong and filled. Like, just imagine there is a line going on, and in that line, there is something arising in between. So, that thing is getting closed by another chains and all. So I hope that you guys will study this thing, or maybe you have studied this thing in science class, that there is a chain and some chains are open branch and some chains are closed branch. So it is some sort of scientific stuff. If you want to go this type of depth inside of them, then probably go, and if not, then it is completely fine. Just remember what I'm trying to say, okay? So saturated fats have every link in the carbon chain, carbon and hydrogen chain, strong and filled. After that, monosaturated fat, one link is loose, like okay, and polyunsaturated fat has two or more links are loose. So polyunsaturated fats have two or more links that are loose. After that, most foods have a mix of all three, but we can call them what they have the most. Okay, so if something has more saturated fat as compared to monosaturated and polysaturated fat, then that thing will be referred as saturated fat. Okay, if you do more good than bad, then you would be referred as a good person and not a bad person. I mean, this should be happening, but if it's not happening, then probably you are doing something wrong, and this is the part of life. So just accept that thing. So the next question is, what fats should I eat? What are the best fat sources? The best fat sources are real butter from cows that eat grass. Next is egg yolks from chicken that live outside. After that, fats from wild fish like salmon. And lastly, nuts and seeds like almonds, walnuts, and pumpkin seeds. Probably you can add chia seeds also here. But the next question is very important. That is, what about calories? First of all, let us define what calories are again. Your body needs energy to run like a phone needs a battery. So, energy comes from food that we eat, and we call that energy calories. So, if you eat too much food, your body saves the extra as fat, kind of like a backpack getting heavier. It means that you will be gaining weight. If you will be eating too much, your body will store it as fat and it will be visible to other people and they will call you fat. Or if you eat too little and your body use the saved up fat to keep going, and this thing will make you slimmer, this thing will make you thinner. Okay, so if you are eating less food and you are indirectly just eating less calories, and the body, that is your body, it has stored a lot of fat on it and it just simply wants to shrink down, then that fat will be shrinked down and you will be looking thinner, and this is what we call a cutting phase. This thing is called cutting phase and this thing is called bulking phase. Lastly, this is why having an idea of calorie consumption is important in your fitness goals. So if you have some fitness goals and you do not have any idea what amount of calorie consumption you are doing, then things can be difficult for you. Okay, now eat fat, lose fat. This is a very fun thing. I want you guys to say this with me: eat fat, lose fat, eat fat, lose fat. This is sounding a bit funny, but let's just simply move on. Not all fats are bad. Some fats are actually good for you. Like, uh, I cannot give that controversial example here, but it was a very good example that was coming in my mind. But anyways, leave it. Not all fats are bad, some fats are actually good. They help your brain, your energy, and your muscles. So, good fats are the fats that come from things like fish, nuts, and seeds. And bad fats are the fats that come from unhealthy foods that we also refer as fast food, chips, and margarine oil. It is a type of oil which is very common in every household. So, just make sure to check the ingredients and try to include no margarine in oil. What do we say this thing? Margarine oil? What is this thing? Anything this is, just simply try to avoid it because this is an example of bad fat. By the way, you can also research some of the things that I'm mentioning here, because just do not simply blindly copy me and implement my knowledge. Because if you'll be just simply doing this thing, you are again doing the same thing, that is building your house on sand. And I do not want you guys to build your house on sand. I want you guys to build your house in something that is stable. The next question arises is, why do I need omega 3? So I hope you still remember this line that I mentioned above. Your body needs it to work properly, and it refers to fat here. So your body needs fat to work properly, especially a fat called omega 3. And what is the role of omega 3? You guys must be wondering, right? Omega 3 helps in improving cognitive abilities, helping you retain information better, helping you perform complicated tasks even effectively, alleviating pain and inflammation, and improving insulin sensitivity. So these are the main roles. Probably these things, like, sound scientific and all, but if you find that you have brain fog, pain from inflammation, or having body fat to lose, it might be worth increasing your omega 3 intake. So, in simpler terms, I have explained it here. Okay, so the next thing is, what are the best sources of omega 3? Fish like salmon, tuna, marshmallow, seeds like flaxseed, hemp, and pumpkin seeds, and lastly, nuts such as walnuts. Now, there are a lot of nuts that would be beneficial here, but I just included one example. My room freshener, which keeps distracting me. Anyways, avoid this type of fat or you will get fat. So there is a type of fat that you seriously need to consider as enemy, and that fat is called trans fats. Trans fats basically, just simply means, I can again say something, and I hope by this word you guys are probably aware what type of joke I was about to say, but still, let's get back to the point. Trans fats mean they change already unhealthy oils into something even worse. Like the thing that is already unhealthy, they change it into something by processing it and make it even worse. Trans fats are made in factories and not in nature. Your body sees them and goes, "Oh, what is this?" So, what your body does is it hides them in your body fat to protect your organs. Like, just imagine you have a body, like obviously you have a body, and you are eating something that your body do not know what it is. So what it does is just simply protect it and hide it in the fat storing areas of your body. So what is the role of trans fats? They make it harder to burn fat and easier to store fat, especially in hard to lose spots like your belly or butt. So if you're trying to lose fat, you should probably get rid of the trans fats, okay? And if you won't get rid from the trans fats, then what they will do is just simply they will be making burning the fat process very hard, and they will be getting stored in your belly or your butt is ass. So the thing is, the next thing and the last thing, I hope you guys are still watching this video. If not, then just remember that I was so much concentrated and focused, and it took a lot of energy to put together all of this document and make you here guys to continue this thing. So yeah, I just fumble. So the thing is, carbohydrates. What is carbohydrate? It's a type of macronutrient, and by carbohydrates we mean, I want to explain this thing to you with an example. So imagine your body is like a robot that needs batteries to move, play, and think. Now, carbohydrates are like the main batteries it uses. Yes, I know that you are getting smarter and smarter, and you think that your body can use protein and fat too, because all carbs, protein, and fats have calories, and those calories are the energy of your body. But carbs are the easiest and fastest battery to use. Now, why is this so? I do not think that you need to go this much deeper in this topic, but still, you can just simply Google it if you want to, but I do not want to because I do not like science that much. I just like getting a good jacked body, but I do not like studying about this thing. But still, this is basic study. This is 2 plus 2, something like that. So, yeah, just remember your body do not likes 2 plus 2. You know why? Because it do not treats every single thing equally. Now, the question is, what are the best sources of carbohydrates? Like whole grains, like whole grains are like brown rice and oats. After that, vegetables. After that, beans and lentils. Lentils are दालें जो तुम खाते हो, ठीक है. Lastly, fruits. Banana is the best. So these are the best carbohydrate sources. Okay. The next thing is, these foods give you energy slowly and smoothly without making you feel weird. Weird is like, why I am feeling weird, like a weirdo, okay? So, uh, they also have fiber which keeps your stomach happy. Like when you go to the washroom and you are like very happy. So, this is the role, this is the job of fiber to make you feel happy there, okay? I hope you guys understand. Now, the next question. Now, I think that you must be tired, but you should not be, because who you are listening to Hemant. The thing is, why do some people say carbs are bad? Because too much of the wrong type of carbs, like the candies, white breads, and sodas, can make your blood sugar go insanely up and down. And what this thing does to your body, it leaves you tired, hungry, and cranky. Cranky is just like, some sort of irritated feeling. So add body fat if you don't use that energy. Like if you won't use that energy, like when you are high, then what your body will do is it will just simply add it in the body fats. And that is a very bad thing if you're on a calorie deficit and you want to cut. But if you want to bulk, probably you can do this thing. But yeah, remember, it is not the best way, but it is still a way. But good carbs used at the right time are awesome. They can help you feel full, give you steady energy, helps you in sport and workouts, let your brains and body think and move better. So what is this? This is the role of good carbs. Good carbs are, wait, these are good carbs. If you eat this type of things, it will be feeling like dog food and all. But yeah, oh, what I'm eating, I do not want to eat this thing. I want to eat good things like candy, white bread, soda and all. If you will eat this thing, like candy, white bread, and soda, you will end up like this. So it is like instant gratification. Happiness now, sadness. Oh shit. Wait, let me use my mouse. So happiness now is sadness later. But if you use sadness now, it will be turning out to happiness later. Like helping you feel full, get you steady energy, help you in sports and workouts, let your brain and body think and move better. So these are the things that you want, and these things actually comes from good carbs. And I listed in front of you what are good carbs. So if you just eat those things, you will just simply perform better and you would live a very good life. If you do not want to do this thing, why are you watching this video still, brother? I do not see a clear reason, and I just request you to implement what I am telling you, okay? So the next big thing is carbs are like a dog, a very faithful dog. So if you train and feed them right, if you treat, probably, I don't know if it's train or treat, my bad maybe. So if you train and feed them right, they are loyal, helpful and gives you energy. But if you do not treat them right and you treat them badly, then it bites you, makes you fat, messes up your energy. So why this thing happens, I'll just leave this thing to you because it is self-explanatory. I just mentioned, you can just simply read from here till here and you will get the answer of this statement, okay? The next question is, are fruits good or bad? Like if you eat fruits and you think like this has carbs, this has this thing, so should I eat fruits or not? Now some people say fruits are awesome and other people say that they makes you fat, but the real truth will be uncovered in a few seconds. Now, I'm not biased towards thinking that, yeah, the foods are good or the foods are bad, but it is a personal choice. What fruits actually are, let's define them. Fruits have vitamins and minerals, that is a great thing, and natural sugar called fructose that needs to be turned into energy first. First of all, if you eat fruit in small amounts and at the right time, like the timing also matters, then it is a great thing. But too much, especially stuff like bananas, grapes, mangoes, or dates, is equal to blood sugar spikes, which equals to tiredness and fat gain. So remember, you do not want to make your blood sugar levels up and down. You want it stable. And this is the thing that we learned in the starting of the video, okay? So the best rule for fruits is do not grow crazy with fruits. And lastly, I think not lastly, it is still left. It's just a small part left. The thing which I'll be referring here is say no to refined carbs. Now, what are refined carbs? Things like white bread, white rice, and sugary cereal are some examples of refined carbs. This means that all the good stuff has been taken out of them. And this is very similar to a roller coaster for your blood sugar levels. Very quickly up and then down too, as soon as possible, right? So you do not want, I just simply mentioned this thing somewhere here, that you want your blood sugar levels to be stable. But what these refined carbs like white bread, white rice, and sugary cereals do is they make your blood sugar level go up and down. And you do not want this thing. So this crash makes you tired, weak, hungry, and want more sugar, and then this cycle just simply repeats. So it is like a very downward spiral, and you do not want to go down in life. You want to go up in life because you want to be a great person and you want to have a good body, right? So this thing is my room freshener. Sorry. So this thing is your enemy, and you do not want this thing to happen, right? I was just actually thinking in the starting of this video that I should turn off my room freshener, but I was like, maybe this video will take somewhere around 15 to 20 minutes, or probably done in 5 minutes, but it is almost 15 minutes less than an hour. So yeah, what we can say, just simply let's quickly move on and understand what I'm trying to say. So if you're watching till here, I'm sure that you have learned a lot of new things, because I taught you a lot of things. So if it's helpful, you know what to do with my channel and all, so the thing is that if you want to make your blood sugars level steady, like what is written here, four simple rules to keep your energy level steady, you can do four different things. The first thing is eat every 3 hours. Eat something in every 3 hours. And I have mentioned all the good food items. If you're a vegetarian, and I haven't mentioned any good food items, then what you can do is just simply Google them, you know. And the main rule is eat every 3 hours. After that, avoid junk food and eat more avoid junk food and eat more vegetables. I'm speaking from a lot of time and my mouth is hurting right now, so bear with me. Avoid junk food and eat more vegetables. The third point is eat healthy fats like fish, nuts, and seeds. And the last thing is eat carbs at the right time after waking up and after workout. These two are the best times for eating carbs. Now, I just want to burn a myth, that is, eating carbs will make you fat. And this is not true, this is wrong. Because eating too many bad carbs will make you fat, okay? So it's not eating carbs. There is a thing called eating too many bad carbs will make you fat, okay? So if you train hard in the gym and you eat the right amount of carbs and use them wisely, they will help you in your journey. And this is why having knowledge about this thing is important. So this is the whole purpose of making this video, to educate you guys and help you, to bring you guys towards closer towards your goal, which is a good jacked physique. And last question, that is, what are the best sources of carbs? The best carb sources are oats, sweet potato, brown rice, vegetables, and fruits. So these five are the best carb sources, and I think all of them are vegetarian, vegan. So you can just simply eat these things, and yeah, that's it. I hope you guys like today's videos and the efforts. It took a lot of time, not a lot of time, but yeah, it just there was a battle against my laziness to make this video, to get knowledge and put together it in this whole Google document and to execute it. It took a lot of efforts, and you can return that effort by just simply doing what you know with this video, probably sharing, probably subscribing, liking, and all a lot of different things. And if you're seeing this video in Tribe Ultra, then God bless you. Just simply watch it and implement it. And that's it. Have a good day, guys.